Welcome to the Wild and Free with Anna Love podcast. I am your host, Anna Love. Wild and Free was born to inspire women to release old patterns that have kept them from living their best life. As a subconscious freedom specialist, I strive to reprogram and reframe generational trauma, not only in myself and the lives of my 3 daughters, but for those who are ready to transform anxiety, fear, and shame into authenticity, freedom, and love. Whether you are 20 years old or 70 years young, buckle up for raw and honest explorations in doing the work necessary so that you may shine your brightest light from your heart and onto the lives of others. Welcome to Wild and Free with Anna Love. I am the host, Anna Love. I'm so excited to be here because I am just coming off an amazing weekend at a retreat it was called Meant for Magic, and Andrea Franco was the host. And I don't know if you know of this amazing, beautiful soul, Andrea Franco, but you should know her. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the retreat and how amazing it was and why I think it's important that we all just take a pause in our life to go to retreats. So number one, why do you want to go to an immersive retreat instead of just like maybe watch something online? It is because you can push pause on life. You can put your phone down. You can take a break from whatever it is that involves you every day, whether it's work, whether it's raising children, or maybe none of the above, and you just want to change a pace. It's really good to immerse yourself right into a retreat. And it's good to go for, I'd say, at least 2 days. This was a 4-day retreat. And let me tell you, I went and I had a beautiful time releasing things that were manifesting in my body. So one of the things that this retreat actually did was it went deep into your childhood. And there was an inner child technique followed by breathwork. And that was on the second night. And I'd say it was a 90-minute process when all was said and done. And what it did was it really released in a lot of people things that we've been holding onto for so long. And a lot of times it manifests in the body. And for me, I had come to the retreat suffering from lower back pain, felt like my sciatica was starting up again. And I had this back pain years and years ago during my divorce, and I was able to figure out a way to alleviate it. So I never felt back pain again. And then as of recently, over the past couple of months, a lot of things have been going on in my life, my personal life, and in my dreams. And so these issues that were going on in my personal life started manifesting in my dreams, and old wounds were getting kicked up. And I started noticing that my back pain was coming back. I started asking myself, what is this back pain? What is it trying to tell me? And I couldn't figure it out on my own. And that's because I feel that a lot of times we need someone else to come in and lead the process, right? So I know how to do inner healing work. I didn't know how to do breath work of this caliber. And I think that's what did it for me was the inner child paired with the breath work. But let me tell you, now I feel able to facilitate it on myself moving forward or in any retreat. But what it was this belief that I had to stay silent. And things went on in my childhood that went on for a number of years, like literally like a decade. Some shit went on in my childhood that I told myself, if I speak up and if I bring this shit down and make this stop, that other people are going to be affected. And I made the decision right then and there when I was 9 years old, not to take everybody down, that I was strong enough to handle it and to endure. And I didn't realize that, that was a big load to carry for a child. And, you may know me, I'm 51 years old and I was still carrying that load. And it was this belief that I'm unsupported, right? This unsupported belief, and that I wasn't able to use my voice, that I needed to stay quiet. So one of the major turning points for me this weekend in this retreat was the ability to immerse myself, to shut everything down, and to really go deep. And I was looking forward to this breath work because it's out of everything that she did in the retreat, that was the one missing piece that I had never actually done. And I said, if I go to the retreat and all I get out of it is something from the breath work, awesome. But I got so many more things, which we'll go through in just a moment. So anyway, when I went into that retreat, my pain was at a level 6, and it had been for a number of weeks, if not months. Wasn't able to work out, couldn't walk properly. Many, many things were happening with my back, and it was just in my way. So after the breathwork facilitation, the pain went away. And I had to keep saying to myself, is this real? Is this really gone? Is this really gone? And I'd say it was really gone. It went down from a level 6 down to a level 0. And then a couple of times when I had been sitting for an extra long time and I would stand up, then I would feel that like pain, but it was at a level 1. A lot different than dealing with it at a level 6 constantly where the pain didn't dissipate. Okay. So number one, that was amazing. And I got what I came for, right? I could have went home and been happy. But what I got were a couple other things. Letting go of that old belief of I can't speak. It actually enabled me to speak up on the microphone. I think I went 3 different times. And if you knew me back in the day, I couldn't even fathom speaking on a microphone. And through the years, I've been strengthening that muscle, but there's always been something there for me where it's very debilitating. And when I released this limiting belief that I had to stay quiet and I didn't have support, and I changed it to my voice needs to be heard. And other people in this room probably would like to hear my voice and may have even gone through something similar in their life. That allowed me to really get up and speak my truth. And a lot of people came up to me afterwards and resonated with my message and said, yeah, I'm from the same part of town that you're from. Same types of things happened to me. And thank you so much for speaking up. So that's the second thing that was amazing. The third thing that was amazing is in a room full of 200 women, there is, and especially in this type of a container where, it's announced in the beginning, there will be no gossip tolerated. There will be no talking behind anyone's back tolerated. And it just sets the tone that we are all here to rise us up. And it doesn't matter what you are doing for your job. It doesn't matter what your bank account is filled with. It doesn't matter what title you have over you. We are all there to rise each other up and in sisterhood. So there was something very, very comforting and to most of the women in the room, if not all of the women in the room. In fact, Andrea asked, hey, do you want me to run this retreat next year and ask men to come? And nobody wanted it. Everyone raised their hand that they wanted it. Only women, because women were sharing very intimate details of their personal life that they, sometimes we're not going to share that if men are present. And it was just this sisterhood that connected everyone. And a couple of us spoke of it being extra special because we've had a mother wound. And if you have had a mother wound or a woman wound, a friend wound, a sister wound, a grandmother wound, any type of attachment bonding issue with mom, and it could be very generational. So we're not here to say it's their fault, but it's just part of the way that we've been growing up. And as women, we've been taught and molded how to, take someone's boyfriend or be dishonest to someone's face or be jealous or be competitive or be judgy to other women. And when you go to an event and a retreat like this, and you're in the room with 200 women who are not trying to impress each other, we're not trying to one up each other. We are there to connect and we are there to serve one another. So if someone is in need, you give them your charger. If just being in a high vibe state is a gift on its own. To walk into a room where people look at you and actually smile and greet you, and it's not, and there were friend groups there, but it wasn't so cliquey that you couldn't break into the friend group. Right. So it was really nice to be around people. And then when we did work with one-on-one, like we did the Ho'oponopono prayer. I don't know if you know that one, but it was a lot of eye gazing, and it's,
can be very, very uncomfortable to stare and gaze in someone's eyes for a long time. And you say a number of things, and it really, and I know for my partner and I both, it was that wound, that mother wound that was having us feel emotional. And it was just so nice to be held in an eye gaze with another woman, and it was reciprocated too. So there were just so many opportunities for sharing and expanding and dancing and releasing and shifting, and even like, really, one of the speakers there was bringing in NLP. So, and another speaker was bringing in high frequency healing. Another speaker talked about the pussy. She said, we're not calling it any other word but that. She spoke of that. So it was really, really awesome. And there were many, many opportunities for you to get up and speak. And, Andrea wanted everyone in the whole room to even have an opportunity to speak on the microphone, like give everyone a chance. So I just want to talk about that and why retreats are good. If you haven't done any type of immersive treat, keep your eyes out. I'm going to be coming out with one very soon. It is not going to be 200 people just yet, but I'm going to be looking for a place around me in the DC metro area. And I'm going to be creating a small retreat of my own. So that's exciting to stay tuned for. And yeah, let me know if you like this episode by subscribing, by liking, by sharing it with someone who may resonate with my message. That is my one ask, is to share away. If you were to share this just right now, just finish up listening to this and then just go to the share button and send it to a person that you think might like to hear this podcast. I would be forever appreciative. So thank you so much for listening, and I will see you again. Mwah.
Ready to take the next step in designing a life you love? The Life Design Blueprint membership is your all access pass to exclusive tools, live guidance, and transformational support to help you move from self-doubt to self-worth.
Well, thank you so
Building
much
on the
for
principles
tuning
from the
into Wild
Design
and
a
Free
Life
with
that
Anna
lights
Love
you up
and being a
ebook.
part of this
This
magical
membership
journey
is a
with me.
deeper dive
If you
into
like this
creating a
episode,
life
make
that
sure to
aligns with
subscribe
who
and
you
share with
truly
someone you
are.
love,
You will
even
go
someone you
beyond
just like.
surface level
Bonus points if
self-help
you
with
leave a review.
hypnotic techniques
Show
and
notes
live
below gives
discussions
you
that
everything
create
that you'll
real
need to know,
lasting
and I'll
change
see you
in your
next time.
mindset
So long
and
for
life.
now.
You will receive ongoing support from me and connect with a community of like-minded women on a similar journey. Each week, I deliver an empowering hypnosis which offers a unique way of working with your subconscious to reframe limiting beliefs, elevate self-worth, and reinforce positive habits. All of our sessions will be recorded and added to our on-demand library for easy access to members. Join me by clicking the link below, and I'll see you on the inside. If today's episode resonated with you and you're ready to take your leadership to the next level, I'd love to invite you to join my free private Facebook group, Life Design Blueprint. It's a sacred space where I invite and empower women leaders like you to lead with purpose, love, and authenticity. Inside, you'll find tools, insights, and a supportive community to help you clear your shadows, step into your power, and create the life and leadership you're meant for. Head over to Facebook and search for Life Design Blueprint to join us, or check out the link in the show notes to get started. Remember, you're not just a leader, you're a woman with a purpose, and the world needs your authentic light. Until next time, lead with love and live with intention.